Dear students, today in this video I am going to discuss about the last topic, that is oligopoly. Just like monopoly, oligopoly has also originated from two Greek words, oligos which means few and polein which means seller. So oligopoly means the market having few producers or sellers. According to Professor Stigler, oligopoly is the market in which the firm decides its policy according to the behavior of competitors. That means in oligopoly, the behavior of one firm is dependent upon the behavior of its competitor firm. A firm is going to take decisions, it is going to make policy based upon the policies and decisions taken by the another firm. According to Professor Baumol, oligopoly is the market in which even a small number of sellers out of the total less sellers are effective enough to affect the price of the product. That means in this kind of market, because of having very small number of sellers, even a single seller has very much importance and therefore he is able enough to affect the market price of a product. Now let us discuss about the characteristics of oligopoly. First one is few sellers and numerous buyers. So the number of firms in oligopoly is limited. The number of firms is more than 2 to less than 10 or 20. And because of this, the sellers have a monopoly control over the market. Say for example, petroleum sector, telecom sector. But once again, the number of buyers being numerous in the market, and therefore individual buyer cannot affect the market price. Next one is similar or substitutable products. There is a sale of identical or substitute products in oligopoly. Say for example, salt, crude oil, tea, even cold drinks, motorcycle and so on. Next one is entry or exit of firms. If there is free oligopoly in the market, then there is free entry and exit of the firms. But if the oligopoly is restricted, restriction may be due to again government licenses, it may be due to some patents and so on. And due to this, there is a restriction over the entry and exit of the firm, or you may say that the entry or exit of the firms is controlled or regulated. Next one is selling cost. Because there are very few number of sellers in an oligopoly market, and there also they are selling substitutable products, and therefore there is extreme competition in oligopoly. So here also sellers try to attract the consumer by incurring selling cost, and we may see advertisements of television, car, through which the sellers try to attract more and more consumers towards their products. Next one is interdependence. The number of sellers and producers are very few in this market, and therefore it is very easy for them to gain important information about the other producers or sellers. The sellers therefore specially focus on the quality and type of the product so as to attract consumers. They also decide the price, quality, or type of the product based upon the behavior of competitors, and therefore we may say that one seller is dependent upon the other. Even in the meaning or definition, we have seen that the policy of one producer or seller is dependent upon the policy of another seller or producer, and therefore we may say that there is interdependence of firms over each other. Last one is price stickiness, what is also known to be kinged demand curve. Because the number of firms are very less in this market and they are interdependent on each other. So if any one firm decreases the price of the product, so as per law of demand, there is more demand of that product in the market, and due to which a particular firm would gain profit as compared to its competitive firms. Now, if competitive firms do not wish this situation, then they should also decrease the price of their product so as to stay in the competition. So, at the end, price of a product will reach at a nominal level, and now it would be impossible for them to reduce the prices further. While on the other hand, if any firm increases the price of the product, then again, as per law of demand, the demand for that product would decrease and this would benefit the other competitors. So therefore, once again, nominal price is going to resist the change and therefore the demand curve becomes a bit kinked. So with this, I complete this chapter. Thank you, students.